Um, right now you can see that the plastic is looking a little more brittle.
It's not the easiest thing to see, but what's happening inside this test tube could revolutionize the way we deal with plastic pollution.
You can see a few wisps of bacteria that are alive in there, which shows that they are being able to use that plastic to stay alive.
Reed College biology major Morgan Vague made the discovery while working on her thesis this past school year. Vague knew there were naturally occurring bacteria in the ocean that could break down crude oil, so she wondered if some of that bacteria could do the same to plastic.
So what I have here is my bacteria growing on a forced plastic diet within this test tube.
Her hunch was right. Vague was able to isolate and breed several strains of bacteria that have given no other food source turned to plastic for their meals.
That's going to be your typical water bottle plastic. Pretty much if you go down to Safeway, any kind of packaging you see in the bakery department, anything like that, that clear, rigid water bottle type plastic.
She did a phenomenal amount of work.
It's a discovery Vague's biology professor Jay Melius calls significant.
With the greater recognition of the plastics problem, both in the oceans and on land, that there's a lot of interest in this type of research.
An estimated 480 billion plastic bottles are produced every year, and many end up in our landfills and our oceans.
We're very optimistic about the future.
The researchers say they'll now work to speed up the process. Right now it takes months for the bacteria to degrade the plastic, but once they get things moving faster, their next step is to use this process on an industrial scale.
It's a really big emerging field because these microbes are everywhere and they can really do anything, so we might as well start putting them to work.
In order to keep their studies going, researchers here are hoping to get some additional funding. They're looking to the EPA, even the petroleum industry, to get that additional research money. In Southeast Portland, Keely Chalmers, KGW News.